Thanks, Sarah. Honolulu's rail system is scheduled to begin partial operation next year, with most of its riders expected to get to stations by bus. But a long-time decline in bus ridership had its worst drop ever this year. Gina Mangieri is always investigating and looks at what this means for rail and bus ridership. Gina?
Well, I've learned that the federal requirement for the project depends on rail ridership numbers staying what was projected for the first 5 years of operation, or else that $1.5 billion from the feds could be in jeopardy.
A decade ago, when Honolulu's rail project planning hit high gear, bus ridership was in high gear too. In 2012, when the feds and city signed the grant agreement to build it, the bus logged one of its best years ever, more than 76 million rides. It's been downhill every year since then. This past fiscal year, hovering just above 60 million rides. That's a more than 20% drop, 5% in just the past year, which saw the biggest single-year exodus of 3.4 million fewer rides.
This is happening in a lot of places. What's surprising here in Hawaii is that the rail supporters, HART and the city, haven't adjusted their bus ridership projections.
The bus maintains it will carry more than 330,000 bus and handy van daily riders a decade from now. But just over 193,000 rides a day happen now. That would be a 74% increase, counter to all local and national trends. And rail notched up its projected daily ridership to 121,000, most of whom they say will get to stations by bus.
Their projection is that 60% of the people who ride the rail will get there by bus. Well, if the people who are riding the bus has been coming down further and further and further every year for the last 5 years, doesn't that impact rail ridership?
Ridership equals money in the fare boxes and determines how much taxpayers have to cover in remaining operational costs.
And I think it is about time for HART to reevaluate their numbers and for the Department of Transportation and the city to reevaluate their projections.
But HART and the city tell me they won't yet reforecast ridership projections, even with the council and the administration already building budgets for next fiscal year, in which the train system's first 10 miles opens for business. All HART and the city will tell me now is that they are planning to conduct a new onboard bus rider survey in 2020, prior to rail starting, and that this survey data can be used to update rail ridership forecasts. But that might not mean much to the Federal Transit Administration, whose full funding grant agreement terms include not just that rail is built, but that original ridership projections have to be met for at least the first 5 years of operation. And the FTA told me projects are not re-rated, including ridership projections, after the full funding grant agreement award. HART says the bus's loss could spell rail's gain, pointing to an American Public Transportation Association study that found while bus ridership nationwide has tanked 16% since the year 2000, rail is counting 43% more passengers. APTA says passengers don't like riding buses stuck in the same gridlock traffic as cars, or the service hour restrictions on bus systems. Lawmakers see a quick fix that could turn around fortunes for the bus and riders immediately.
What they need to do to fix the ridership now is to provide better service to the outlying areas that travel the farthest on the bus, and that would be the Leeward Coast, Mililani, North Shore, Kailua, Kaneohe, people coming to town.
So if we see that certain routes aren't doing as well or as performing as well, we can switch the routes and bring it to where the ridership is. To the rail, no matter what happens, it's going to be on a fixed route.
Now, ridership forecasts and that federal minimum could affect the public-private partnership that the city is counting on to build the rest of rail and run it. I have more coverage on that and a resolution about it by Heidi Tsuneyoshi on our website, KHON2.com. Back to you.